Poetry is defined as the art of rhythmical composition, written or spoken, for exciting pleasure by beautiful, imaginative, or elevated thoughts. For me, family is poetry. The way we interact with each other, the vibe, the fluid transitions from one household to another, the unconditional acceptance, the laughter, the fights, the dinners, the vacations, the weddings, the funerals, the tense moments, and the times when we just are, create an addicting rhythm that you can't help but feel because it is the same beat your heart pounds to. This love, hurt, pain, and loyalty invoked by a lifetime of experiences with the same people is better than any simile or metaphor anyone could ever come up with. Poetry whispers and shouts, hums and screams, curses and prays, and is tailored to fit you. Family is no different. Its meaning and value is completely dependent upon who you ask. But if you ask me, I will tell you the same thing Grandpa Mitch would tell you. Family is the kind of poem that reminds you of who you are. It humbles you, never lets you forget, and believes wholeheartedly that a sense of humor can solve any problem. We are stronger together than we are apart. Remembering those who have come before us and paving the way for those who come after us will keep us from forgetting stanzas we have already written and prepare us for those we have yet to write. Grandpa was a better poet than I can ever be, and he wasn't even trying. My family is better than any poem I have ever read or will ever write. And as I get closer to my dreams, I carry them with me, the blood running through my veins, the verses beating from my heart. My name is Mleena Mitchell. I am a junior at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Advertising is my major. I'm from the suburbs. I definitely consider myself to be an artist. My relationship with my grandfather was wonderful. My grandfather really instilled in us the value of education. I know that he graduated from high school, but he spent most of his life working in a factory, and he always emphasized for us like the importance of getting the best possible grades and going to college. And he had nicknames for everybody, for all the grandkids, and he used to call me his brain. So I would come over and he'd be like, "Hi, my brain." So like everybody made fun of me and called me a nerd, but my grandfather, I knew that he meant it in the best way. So I'm one of those people who says it can never happen to me, until one day I was told that my grandfather went to the hospital, and he went to the hospital and he never came back out. And it was just it was really unexpected. It was a huge shock to everybody. We were all blown away, and it was a tremendous loss having him be gone like that. I mean, it was one day we were all hanging out over at the house, and then the next day he's in the hospital, and a month later he's dead. I'm the nerd of the family, so he really invested a lot in my education, and he cared a lot about it, and I know that it would have meant a lot for him to be there. Poetry is, a special love of mine. Writing has always been such a passion of mine. My family has supported me, especially my grandfather. He was so encouraging. I would read the stupidest poems to them, and they would think that they were amazing and really praise me, and that gave me the confidence and the courage to continue to write, because I'm sure that, if they had said to me, "Oh, that's stupid," that I would have stopped. But I continued, and I got better over time. So yeah, my family, they really propelled me, and they really made me feel like maybe I am good at this, maybe I can do it. I was given an assignment in class my senior year in AP English, and we had to write poems about something special that happened in our lives. And I wrote about my grandfather's funeral because it was such a defining moment for me. and I read the poem aloud in class, and it was really hard for me not to break down and cry. And I was so touched because after I'd read the poem, I looked up and there were several of my classmates who were teared up, and the class was silent. And on one hand I was sad because I'm like, oh man, I messed up like the mood of the day or whatever, like everyone is upset now. But on the other hand, I was like, my words have the power to affect other people's emotions. And that was when I realized, like, this is truly something that I feel in my heart that I want to pursue. And I would never have even had the courage to do that if it weren't for my family and for my grandfather.